Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon. My name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
You know, I realize that we see with CNN and NBC and all the major networks and everything. I know I shouldn't still be wowed that I come into my little den, my little studio down here in Southwest Florida, and I'm talking to you guys in Washington, D.C., and I'm looking at you very clearly here on the television camera. But it's still, to me, you know, that the three mooks in this room, and with the assistance of the other mook, have been able to put this together. There are days sometimes where I'm just thinking about it before the show starts, and I need to verbalize it and say to our listeners that I am extremely happy that we have been able to pull this off. And I think we shouldn't take it for granted. We should be very happy that we get this done. Thank you, technology.
Yes.
Thank you, technology.
Jinxed.
You think
it's over now.
Yeah, you got
what's wrong?
What's so happy.
Every
No,
time
I'm
you
not
say
happy.
this,
Do I look
I'm
happy?
gonna put
Do
the
I
new
look
camera
happy?
in, and
You
then
know,
you're gonna hate it, and then I'm gonna put it back. It's gonna be a whole.
You know what?
thing.
You want me to be happy? You don't want me to be happy? Okay, I want a few more tickets to get sold to Reno.
Okay, better.
That's going to make me
Better.
happy. All right, I'm not happy. I'm not totally
But the
happy.
next time
okay?
you heap
but I mean,
praise-
it's a positive. What's wrong with a positive once in a while, Rob?
Next time, heap praise at the end of the show.
End of the show.
Yeah.
I don't do it at the end of the show. I was thinking, you know, Rob's wearing that lovely red hoodie today.
Thank you.
And it's just popping on my television screen down here.
Boom,
in
Rob,
bam.
you know what? Rob is popping himself.
No.
There's a lot of red.
Look, I know that when I say positive things to you guys about the show, things go wrong. I'm taking that risk again today, okay? I also want to say a little later on in the show, we'll be talking about the Charity Hockey Classic.
Yes.
But the fact is, the Charity Hockey Classic was a Mike O'Mara Show event where Mike O'Mara wasn't there because Mike O'Mara was down here. And all hands on deck. It was not that. Can I just say something? Can you shut up for a second?
I said
even with
nothing.
your hands.
I
Even with your
said
hands.
nothing. I was
It's like Kid Craddock. What happened, Kid Craddock? His show's still alive. He isn't.
I sent you guys a text out over the weekend,
You
and
were
I
very
said, you know,
nice.
I really appreciated it, and I do, that you guys all represented. And, yeah, you went out there and you had a great time. I saw the picture Rob posted about the boys in the, you know, with Matt Bloom and Mac in a hockey
I
jersey.
did not post that.
You'll
I
never
would
see
never
again.
post
That's
a picture of myself
Mac
with Mac.
did. Mac
Oh,
posted
Mac
it,
was
okay.
all
Got a
over
great
it.
story about that pick.
But anyway, I wanted to say thank you,
Thank
and
you.
I am really looking forward to having you boys come down here. We'll talk more about that, but I know that Rob Spiewak had it's always important, I think, for us to not only entertain and educate, but to provide parenting advice when we can. And we've got a few parents on this show,
Yes.
and I know that, Rob, you like to dole out
Parenting advice. Yeah, and Mike, if you're not,
especially with the smart one, Julia.
if you're on this show and you're either a parent or perhaps a parent to be, and maybe Oscar, maybe Pony, maybe even Mr. Ford will have a child someday. Here's the deal: you need to sweat the details. See, Robert had a birthday party to go to on Saturday night. So after I got home from the Charity Hockey Classic, we got all things together because, as you know, Mike, it's Jason Miller's 12th birthday.
Now, is Jason Miller having an overnight, a sleepover birthday?
No, he was having a bowling party birthday. Where you
What
go
time?
Bolorama.
Yeah, at the E-bowling alley.
Nice.
So it was
E. coli.
6 o'clock to 8:30. And
Okay,
it was
where are you on the 6 to 8:30 time frame?
I
Right? 'Cause
think
don't-
that 6 to 8 might have been better.
but 6 to 8:30, not an FU
No,
birthday
6,
time.
6 to 8:30 is the block of time is perfect.
It's early.
Because you know what? I know that they're going to feed Robert. There's going to be pizza. Yeah, it's not. They're not
It's
going
early
to
for Club Hopper over there, you know.
Yeah, there's not bottle service.
You can still
at
go
the
out
birthday
after
party.
your kids go out. It's
Exactly.
great.
So it was just about right. And you know what? I love the Millers, and so I actually hung out for this birthday party. It could have been an easy drop-off, but Mr. and Mrs. Miller are nice folks. And
when they come to the bowling alley, do they say, "We're the Millers"?
Yeah, you know what? We gave them a lot
movie.
of grief about that when that movie came out. Especially,
we're the Millers.
Yeah, when you consider all of the unsavory incidents in the movie, I said,
That was Mrs. Miller.
yes,
Is she a
of
nice
course.
lady?
Mrs. Miller's very nice.
How nice.
Just nice.
Is she really funny?
She's very funny, very funny, entertaining to
got a
talk
great
to.
personality.
When you have to do volunteer stuff at school, if you're working with Mrs. Miller, you're in good shape because she's awesome. So we're
She's a good
hanging out
lady.
there, and Julia is having a sleepover that night too with her friend
When you
Bella.
greet Mrs. Miller, do you hug her or do you shake her hand or do you have any personal contact?
A hug for
do you do
Mrs.
like
Miller.
the Beverly Hills? You do a hug?
A hug for Mrs. Miller, but not a kiss on the cheek. Just a hug.
Interesting.
I am here, Mrs. Miller. I'm glad to be with you. It's going to be a great birthday party. Can I speak to you for a second?
I want you so much.
No. I think I think you might have
Be
read
very,
it wrong.
be very careful.
I think you might have read
Everybody,
it wrong.
you're on dangerous
She's
ground.
really funny.
She's very nice.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it. I was just
Now-
look. I wanted it to be something
course.
else.
I know.
Yeah,
I kiss
That's what I wanted
Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
Because
very good.
this is a good-looking man. But because Julia was having a sleepover on Saturday night with Bella, I didn't feel like it was a good move to leave two 14-year-olds. Bella.
Hey Bella, you got a bowl today? Let's go. Hey, how about that? Oh, Bella's another kid.
No, you know what? You've missed it, actually. Her name is Isabella, and she's more Latin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Latin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Isabella.
Isabella.
All right.
Bella.
Latin. All right.
South America, I believe.
No, that's not.
no.
Right. I'm sorry. No, not Latin.
South America.
I don't have South America.
You
have-
play my music.
yeah, for
I'm
Oscar.
from South America.
Yeah.
you
Yeah, but
jerk.
that's. I don't like to do. That's exclusively Oscar.
yeah, but
Rob, we'll need a stereotypical Spanish
All right.
music bed today.
something
That's what we have to
like La Cucaracha.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Maybe mariachi music? Mariachi
And
music
really, if
always
you
fun.
want to
Please
talk
don't
about
pull that.
Hispanic origins, there's kind of this there too. There's a little of that. there,
That's
isn't
more
there?
Aztec.
I think you're trying to shoehorn it.
Mayan.
All right, I'm sorry.
So anyway, I said to the girls, you can come along to the birthday party. You can bowl separate from the boys because the last thing they want to do is hang with sixth graders.
You doubled up.
Yeah, because I didn't want to leave them home alone. So I get to the bowling
When
alley.
can you leave them home alone?
Well, I could have.
Didn't you get my Home
Yeah.
Alone?
You're
I
doing a
got that.
Macaulay Culkin thing.
What a day for Ustream.
So yeah, they really are getting their money's worth.
Thank you.
So we're there. The girls get some French fries. Boy, that came up in beautiful high resolution, Mike. I
Thank
could
you.
see all 5 fingers, but one in particular. So the girls are bowling. They ask for French fries, and I give them French fries, and then I send them like 6 lanes down. Watch the boys
Yeah.
bowl because they're 12th grade. They're 12-year-old boys, and it's funny to watch them bowl. And Julia eventually gets bored with Bella, and she comes up and she says, "Can I have $1? I want to play a video game." And I go to my wallet, and what do I have but a 20? Just a 20,
Ooh.
okay? And I said, "Julia, I'd be glad to give you $1 and Bella $1. You can do whatever you want, but I need the change back. So go break this 20 up, bring me the change, and you can keep $1." Now, I'm watching the kids and talking with other parents,
multitasking.
and I'm thinking, you know what? This is my bright kid. I've said it for years. Julia's very smart. Robert
Yes.
is very strong. And
Very
I
strong.
thought she's going to be bright enough to go to the cashier at the snack bar, who, by the way, was a big talker. I went up, I bought
man.
1 beer for myself. He said, "What kind of beer do you want?" And I said, "I will have a Yingling beer." "How about Yingling Oktoberfest?" I said, "Nope, just a Yingling
They have
beer."
Yingling Oktoberfest at the bowling
They have a
alley.
That's
great
Leesburg.
They have a great. Oh no, this is a good beer list.
You know how it goes.
And he said, "Yeah, well,
God,
I wanted to expand the beer list, so I told Dad. I said, Dad, we got to get some good beer in here and a hard cider." And I said, "Well, you tell your dad he's doing a great job with beer. Too bad the bowling lanes themselves are crooked, but
really?
Oh, it's horribly warped. Yeah, it's the village lanes, Mike. It's been there. It's like a Truman era.
Yeah, but I
bowling
mean,
alley.
if they've got a great beer collection, that's not a
Might
bad
be worth it.
situation.
Yeah,
right?
so it's actually pretty good. So Julia goes and she brings me my change. And I noticed that she got not to the cashier, but she went right over to the video game place. I said, well, that's odd because she didn't get change yet.
Yes.
She put in front of me $20 in quarters because she put the $20 bill into the change machine. And I wish I had been listening because it would have sounded like she had hit big on Double Diamond because I know she put the $20 bill into the change machine and goes,
hey, we'll be hearing that sound in Reno in no time.
ka-ching,
Yay!
ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
Right,
Hopefully.
right.
And then the scenario that's about to happen plays through my head at 90 miles an hour. There are 10 kids around me, and there's kindly Mr. Spiewak with 80 quarters in front of him.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
They start swarming like bees
So
around
the boys
honey.
came over? The
Of
boys
course,
came over.
because they assumed there's that man with a lot of quarters. He must want to hand them out. There's literally a pile of quarters in front of me.
He might as well
And
have
you-
put the coin dispenser around his waist that
Yeah.
the arcade guy
Yeah,
has that doles out the change.
I have the ka-ching
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and the canvas
Here you
apron.
go, kid.
And so
Cigarette
they,
Yeah, but
in
if
his
he
mouth.
did that, if you wouldn't be able to find the coin dispenser. if he did that.
Oh, that is,
well, I'd need
that
an
is just
assistant.
mean.
I would need an assistant. I'd
Funny,
say, help with
but
the
me.
stomach. Help me with the stomach, dear.
Hold the stomach up. I'll get the change.
And really, I looked at Julia. I said, did you really think the best play here was to give me 80 quarters?
Yeah. So she did it without any. She didn't ask permission.
No. And so she said, I did exactly what you told me to do. I took $2 and brought you back $18. I said, in quarters. Meanwhile, Mr. Spiewak, can I have a quarter? Mr. Spiewak, can I have a quarter? Mr. Spiewak, can I have a quarter? And
So
you know what?
did you break down? Did you break down and give the kids the quarters?
I gave all the quarters to the kids. I was the hero.
He's a good
I
dad,
was
isn't
the
he?
hero of the bowling alley. I was the hero of the birthday party. But don't let it be known that Julia boned me.
She boned you.
totally boned me.
And then you had to tell Carrie where the other $18 went.
Exactly. Carrie thought it was funny that I was outwitted by the child. There is nothing that Carrie loves more than when something bad happens to me.
So
That's
when you
her
got the
favorite thing
quarters-
in the world.
When you got the quarters over in front of you, did the kids just stop bowling and decide they're going to go play video games?
The sound of $20. This happened actually when they brought out the world's worst pizza. Part of the
Experience.
It was part of the Village Lanes bowling experience, which I believe includes shoe rental, vaccinations, bowling, and two
But
lanes.
remember this, that on Friday's show, I think it was Friday's show or Thursday's show,
Right.
we discussed the fact that spray they put in the shoes could probably kill Ebola.
Yeah, it probably could. Maybe they should have put that
absolutely.
spray. They should have put that spray on the pizza because it was really. Pizza. It's really hard to make pizza be bad, but this pizza hurt my feelings when Mrs. Miller said, "Rob, would you like some pizza?" I said, "No, thanks. I think I'm good."
You turned down pizza?
Well, they strong armed me.
you turned. It was so bad that you turned it down. How bad
I
was
took
it?
a piece, took a bite, and did not finish it.
Oh, man.
It was
Okay, tell
bad.
me what was now. Please, in your best foodie,
Yeah.
describe why the pizza was so bad.
The cheese was a space age polymer. The tomato sauce approximated ketchup, and the crust. Has your child been through the era yet where he chews on teething biscuits?
Yeah.
and
he's
you know when you
chewed on those.
give the teething biscuit, and about 70 minutes later, the teething biscuit still exists, but only as an amorphous blob because it's absorbed all the moisture from the child's mouth.
So
It
you're
holds
talking
its
about a
shape.
frozen. You're talking about a frozen product.
I think it might have been frozen while I ate it, even though it was hot. Somehow it stayed frozen. It was
stinks.
really, and I've had some bad frozen pizza. I mean, I lived on bad frozen pizza in college.
didn't?
But this was the worst pizza. However, the beer was excellent.
How many Yinglings did you have?
I had but one because I had to drive the children home.
There, you had a boy. That's a good boy.
But then I went home and drank all the wine in Loudoun County because that's what's good when a party ends at 8 o'clock.
All the wine, and that's Rob's upcoming book. You know, we had an open mic. That was a nice, but All the Wine in Loudoun County is going to be Rob's follow-up to open mic. I think you'll enjoy it. It should be great.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Oh, shut up! What do you want this time?
I'm hungry, Jane.
Well, of course you're hungry. You didn't eat your dinner. That's why you're hungry.
But you forgot my breakfast.
I didn't forget your breakfast. I didn't bring your breakfast because you didn't eat your din-din. Ha! You know, we're right back where we started. When I was on the stage, you had to depend on me for everything. Even the food you ate came from me. Now you have to depend on me for your food again. So you see, we're right back where we started.
Why are you doing this to me?
Why? Doing what?
Making me afraid to eat? Trying to make me starve myself?
Don't be silly. If you starve, you die. I don't know what you're talking about. You really must be sick. Why didn't you eat your dinner?
Because I'm afraid. You made me afraid.
I thought you were supposed to be the big girl in this family. Nothing wrong with it. You're just a neurotic, Blanche.
You wouldn't be able to do these awful things to me if I weren't still in this chair.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Would I be accurate in tapping into the obsessive-compulsive nature of Mr. Rob Spiewak if I said we're probably going to be having little horror clips all week long on the Mike O'Mara Show?
Mike, because birthday season is over and Halloween season has begun, we'll have all our favorite tapes that we laugh at all week long. Stay tuned for Rosemary's Baby.
Rob and I love to laugh at horror movies. It's a lot of fun. Live from the Cappy Piper Studios and heard worldwide, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We're powered by Encore Insurance Services, and we love them. We have over 25.5 million downloads. We're heard daily at MikeO'MaraShow.com and exclusively over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks. They had a good weekend, right?
I think they didn't play this weekend. They played this weekend.
Oh,
I think they had the weekend
sorry.
off. But you know what?
Who's our Hawk of the day?
Our Hawk of the day, Mike, is the well-rested sophomore, number 28, from Inwood, Iowa, defensive back Maurice Fleming.
Oh, yeah.
Maurice Fleming. Do they get bye weeks in college football? I thought they played every Saturday.
No, you get a bye week.
I think you get a bye week, yeah.
I'm I'm starting to sound like you guys. I've been around you too much. Anyway,
You're in Florida.
And you're not around us.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast and radio show with the greatest listeners on the planet. Why?
How's it come that?
Because they get it. I want to show you. I am so proud of this little thing. I've had it for a long time.
What is it?
But I like to show it to you. Here it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's your business card.
There you go. There you go.
I haven't designed my new one yet because I'm not sure exactly how I can improve on this beauty. But I'm really, really excited about Vistaprint because they've got a brand new offer that you got to take advantage of if you need business cards. 500 business cards for just $9.99 when you enter the promo code TMOS at checkout. You heard me right. Just $9.99 for 500 business cards. Vistaprint makes it easy to create a card that's right for you. Hey, get it? Yeah. I'm just I'm using it with the camera. Maybe I'll let the card talk, okay?
Oh, does the card
They're
have a
fun
voice?
to create, and you can even upgrade to their signature stock, or add fancy finish, or even raised print. Vistaprint also manages to offer tons of other products as well, from marketing materials to custom apparel, even holiday cards.
I'm really going
I'm going to town this year on my holiday cards. Going to do some real customization, calendars, and gifts as well. Plus, all of their products are 100% guaranteed. If you're not happy, Vistaprint will make it right. With 500 business cards on sale for just $9.99, there's never been a better time to professionally promote your business. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code TMOS to get this wonderful offer. Well, happy Monday.
It is.
Good morning.
It's baptism week. This
That's
whole
what they're
week
calling
is.
Yeah, I saw that on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Yep, it's baptism week. Yep, Savannah's coming back for it. It's really, really exciting. And by the way, just because I tried CBS this morning again, and then I went back to the Today Show
course,
again,
because you know
which
what?
I've done 50, 60 times.
You're
in my
a
life,
beaten spouse. They can abuse
sucks.
you all you want, and you're still going to come back.
But I go back to it because it's just, I don't know. I think that I'd love to see a research study done. Well, I mean, this show, to a certain extent, it becomes habit forming, and it's difficult to give it up when it's habit forming, But I would say this to the people at NBC. Hoda Kotb, who I've thought for decades is a terrific broadcaster. Man, she'd be great
Yeah,
in that anchor chair.
you know what?
She would be so great.
I've come around on her. I don't even think she's as ugly as I used to think she was. I think she's really fixed herself up.
She's really nice to you, Rob.
She's different. Look, she's not the textbook anchor woman pretty.
What I used to say is that she was as ugly as a tree full of owls, and I'd like to officially rescind that remark.
I love that.
Because
she never said something bad about you.
Well, you know what? She would if she met me. I bet. Didn't you meet her once and have a bad run-in with her on the water?
Had a good.
Didn't you pick a fight with her?
No,
Didn't
I said
you
hello, and
sock her
she
in the
said
jaw?
hello. She could not have been nicer.
Oh,
Very
okay.
nice
Well, you
lady.
see, and that's another one in the plus column for her.
I don't think I made contact. I think I saw her from a distance down at the waterfront, down around Tony and Joe's. I think that's where I saw her down.
Are you excited? I know the real reason you're going back to the Today Show is that it's Halloween week and they're going to start teasing their big costume show this Friday.
Oh, see, I could care less about that. I really don't.
It's going to be great.
You know what I'm doing?
Fun.
I'm feeding my kid yogurt and a banana when that's on. That's all I notice. That's I don't even look at the
They do the same thing for Al while the show is on. They feed him yogurt and a banana as well.
And a banana.
That's
yes,
right.
It's wonderful.
Keep his strength up.
But she is really somebody who is. I always talk about the natural ability to be a television personality.
Yeah.
And there are people on there. Hoda Kotb is no more conscious of that camera. She is completely at ease with the medium, and Savannah never will be.
You're right.
And it'll never, ever happen. And Natalie Morales will never be. She will never be. Matt Lauer, very comfortable with that camera. Just used to it being there. It's just
Cameron Hall
going
is
back.
fantastic.
But Matt Lauer, by his
Carson
very
Daly.
nature, is an uptight Carson Daly,
The Orange
natural
Room.
with the camera,
He
absolutely
rules.
very, very natural.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
not sure that he rules.
I like to see that.
He rules.
I'm not sure that he rules. He's very pleasant. I like Willie Geist. Now that I'm past
I like
his
Willie
sliminess,
Geist.
yeah.
Willie Geist, comfortable with the camera. Willie Geist is comfortable with the camera.
Exactly.
We watch. That's all we watch. Do you realize that? That's the only thing we watch.
I know.
is
When
that
we're in the home together,
stupid
Mike,
Today Show.
we're going to be watching the Today Show together. Bad
it's
news.
so
Can't wait for Monday
bad.
morning.
But you know what's going to be really great is on Monday when Savannah comes back and just the bad, sour faces they're all going to have. Because there was a fake applause when they said, she's back 1 week from today.
Yeah, they don't want her to come back. They don't want her to come back.
No, they don't.
It's not.
Are
She's
the
not
ratings
Ann.
up?
She's not Ann Curry. But I'd love to know if the ratings are up.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Look into that. Who's with us today? Mac or Rofo?
Rofo.
Rofo, look up the
Rofo.
Today Show
Rofo.
ratings and let's see how.
Rofo.
So ratings with Hoda Kotb. Yeah, you get that spelling. Good luck. Yeah.
We'll see you in about 20.
Yeah. I tried to spell it once. I got kicked off Words with Friends. They said, that's no such word.
I have to ask you, boys, when you come down here for baptism weekend,
Yes.
You're both coming in on the weekend. Anything on your list? I mean, you are. I know it's going to be a whirlwind, and then we do a show, and then you guys are back off on Monday. You fly back to Washington, D.C. a week from today. But what do you want to do? You want to do anything?
Oh,
fun?
no. Don't want to put you out.
I got a million things to do.
I dropped my suit off at the dry cleaners this morning, so it'd be nice and fresh for the trip.
You're wearing a suit?
Of course I am, Mike.
Yeah, you know what?
I have respect for the church.
He said he's going against the rules. We were told not to wear a suit.
If you guys want to look like schlubs, that's okay in my book.
I
But
don't
I'm gonna
want to look like a schlub.
class act.
It's the hand I was dealt.
What are you going to be wearing, Rob?
I'm going to be. I bought a brand new
Rob and I are
shirt.
both size challenged, so that's what it is, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not going to wear a
That's what it
tie.
is.
It'll just be a nice jacket and.
Oh, so you're going to look like a slimy pimp. That'll be nice.
Oh, great.
But a respectful one.
Respectful. I'll take that.
I actually bought a brand new shirt and tie combination. I had a young.
Oh, you're
man-
wearing a tie.
I had a young
Are you
man
wearing
help
your
me-
bow tie?
I bought a beautiful bow tie. It's
Well,
gorgeous.
now I got to wear a tie.
No, you don't.
Where did you make that decision? That sartorial decision. At some point, you went with the bow tie look.
You know what?
Where did it come from?
came
What are you
from-
shooting for? What are you going?
It came from the ability when I learned that I knew how to tie a bow tie, which took a long time to learn how to do it and do it right. I said, you know what? This is a skill that should not be wasted. This is a skill that should be explored. This is a skill that should be exploited.
But the look. Did you see someone? Did you
who do you
say-
admire that wears a bow tie?
What were you going for? Were you going for the totally unfuckable look? Is that what it was? I'm
Wow,
sorry.
that is not nice.
I'm sorry. Well, no, you will admit that bow tie look is not the look that says, Matthew McConaughey, break me off a piece of that. Correct?
No.
And what piece of fashion could I wear that would turn me into Matthew McConaughey? Because if there is such a piece of fashion, send it
There's
along,
nothing.
and I'll
There's
take
nothing
one in
you and I-
white and blue.
And I include myself in that category. There's nothing we can really do. I mean,
no, I think actually it is a look I like. I can't explain it.
When did you start pulling off that look?
A couple years ago.
There's got to be an origin story, right?
No, the origin is learning how to tie the bow tie. And I said, oh, you know what?
Where's the first time you debuted that look? Where it was? I know it's like a red bow tie,
like a non-tuxedo bow tie. I think the first one I did was at my. This is going to be it's a wonderful, fun story. It was at my mother-in-law's funeral.
Oh,
you wore a bow tie to a funeral?
Mm-hmm. I talked to the guy at Joseph A. Bank. It was a wonderful sale. It was buy one suit, get 40 suits free. And I went to Joseph A. Bank and I said, "What should I?" And he said, "You know what? This suit would do well with a bow tie." And I said,
really?
Okay, yeah.
Of all the times.
Mm-hmm. Wow. But it was, the weird thing is that because it was an older crowd, because it was a funeral, a lot of the older people said, well, don't you look nice? And a lot of the younger people said, are you with the funeral home? So it was a good mix.
Mike, I sent you a text of an early picture of Rob in a bow tie. If you have your phone on you, if you don't, it's completely understandable. Just when you get a chance.
You know, Oscar, I love the fact because you do so many podcasts. I love that you actually do 2 shows during this show.
Yes.
I think that's nice.
There's a show I do with Mike and the show I do with.
Why you find it over there?
It's Humpty Dumpty.
Yes, that's great
with a bow tie.
Oh, is it because he's fat?
No, it's because he has a bow tie on.
But other than that, it's just the bow tie, right?
I thought
it's because his head. No, take the fat out of his head is so big. It's like you're chromed up.
Oh,
there it is.
There's
I'm
just
really
so
happy
many
to be
ways.
here.
There's
I'm
so
really
many
happy
ways
to
I
be here
win.
at the baptism. Here we go. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
You're going to be delighted,
going to
Mike.
hell.
You're going to be delighted. You know what? And I can't wait. So you're going to be delighted with the shirt. It's a beautiful
I don't think
shirt.
we're going to have any time to do anything because Oscar comes in and he's going to be at a party on Friday night. So I'm giving Oscar the whole day.
Sleepy
and then
time.
and then we're going to pick you up, Rob, at the airport, and then probably pick you up. We might pick Oscar up beforehand.
Yeah.
And just all meet. You might have a welcoming committee.
I
at
so hope Oscar
airport.
comes to the airport. That'll be terrific.
You might there. We have to take a break. When we come back, Rob warned me that putting together a gas grill is quite a project.
It is.
And it is. And it was. And I tackled this on Saturday morning. And, I'll tell you something. It's just I'm an invalid is what I am.
No, you're quite valid.
When I come back. The Mike O'Mara Show. We'll be right back, everybody.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey, I'm Tony Perkins.
Hey, I'm Rob Ford.
On this week's episode, he's not, but Rob Ford is now an important part of our broadcast.
We're going to be very nice to him.
Also on the show is Jackie Martling. Jackie the Joke Man.
Jackie Martling.
Jackie Martling. This guy is one of the funniest people in the universe.
Tell one of his jokes. Go ahead.
I can't tell them because no one can tell them like Jackie can.
And they're too dirty to tell.
They're too dirty to tell. You want to hear our episode with the most bleeps? It's this one. Find it at TonyPerkinsShow.com.
The Tony Perkins Show.
They don't have to bleep. You know what I mean?
I was there for that interview. Jackie is on fire.
Yeah.
And Jackie's a potty mouth. So, but I'm saying the only reason we bleep is because we're on KCJJ and we have to value their broadcast license.
They want to make sure
we
it's
didn't
family
have
friendly.
KCJJ,
makes it
they
more
want to keep it
marketable.
family friendly.
Yeah.
iTunes as well.
And Tony's got that. That job.
That TV job.
He's got to protect a little bit. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This is the season. We are now beginning what is, for the Mike O'Mara Show, the single most important Amazon season of the year. And this will run all the way through the holiday. And I want to make sure that you know that this is where you can support the show. This has always been, and will probably continue to be, the number one way you support the Mike O'Mara Show by going to our webpage and going to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon the next time you need to buy anything at all. Here with today's Amazon purchase of the day is Mr. Rob Spiewak.
Thank you, Pat. Today, look for the listener wearing the Pebble smartwatch for iPhone and Android. Oscar, it lets you check your email, caller ID, and all your favorite apps with a simple flick of the wrist. Also, it controls your music from iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, and more. The Pebble smartwatch from Pebble Technology Corporation and our Amazon portal. Back to you, Pat Collins.
I just bought a Weber Genesis grill on Amazon. People,
You bought the Genesis?
Can too. I bought the Genesis grill, and you're going to be eating off of that on Sunday after the baptism.
Great
I'm
grill.
having a big steak fry.
Oh, yeah.
Come back to the O'Mara steak fry.
clam
We're going to do
bake.
that. Never fear.
Accepted steaks.
Amazon still sells Tubas Tang, brass knuckles, mayonnaise, and corrective shoes. We need updated copy on this. And yes, never fear. Amazon still has everything you need, you really need, besides Tubas. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. The best way to save money and support the show. Bookmark it and do it today. And really, this is the time of year where go
Please,
Amazon.
please.
Yes, sirree. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so yeah, I got it on Amazon. You'll be happy to know it's my biggest ticket item I have ever purchased on Amazon, and it finally arrived.
The Genesis.
And I was
What
very,
color
very-
did you get?
It's a black.
Oh, nice.
Always bet on black, baby.
Yeah,
there you go.
And I actually the guy was nice enough. Doesn't have to do this. Normally it's door to door. They drop it off your door. Guy was nice enough to take it all the way through to the back of the house, put it out on the little lanai.
Good man.
And I let it sit there for a day or so, and then Saturday morning, that was my day. Saturday was. I should probably get to the gas grill after I tell you the story of Friday night.
Please.
Mrs. O'Mara and I decided that we would head out to do something we have not done in months, a very long time. We would go to the local little casino that they have down here, the Seminole Casino, the Hard Rock Casino.
Now, did you say
why do you say,
Seminole
oh, no.
or Seminole?
Seminole.
Okay, so it's
Seminole,
not,
like
doesn't
the,
have
like
to
the
deal
Indian
with semen.
tribe. Like the Indian tribe.
Okay, very good. Very good.
The Indian tribe.
How long
It
of a ride
in-
is that for you?
It's a 40-minute drive to
Just
get to
teasing
this
them.
place.
Come
and
on
it's,
by. You're close.
Oh, come win, heap 'em big
Yes.
money.
No, we did not win heap big money, but here's the thing: we did not lose heap big money.
Good.
So
That is the
that's
start
the
of a
good thing.
of a good
But
weekend.
it's also, and we also on the way back on our shortened trip, we determined that this is maybe with Reno coming up, it'll probably be about 6 months to 8 months after before we go to a place like that again. It's fun to do once in a while.
Sure.
I don't have. It's for me. It doesn't work to do it a lot.
painful.
I used to because
Do
I
they-
don't.
do they
it's not
dress
good
up?
for me. I've got a problem with it. I don't think I should do it.
Do they dress up in their Native American garb there, or is it more
Yes,
like a regular
yeah, of course,
casino?
Rob. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait,
you walk in and
is
that's
that
exactly
the
what
Hard
you're
Rock
doing.
that Anna Nicole Smith died at?
No, that's
Oh.
on the other side. That's also a Seminole
Oh,
casino,
man.
but that's on the
Like
other
a
side of the
celebrity
street. No, they
casino.
do not dress up. This is in the middle of a town called Immokalee, Florida, which is in the agricultural belt down here in South Florida, and it's very, very
Is that
isolated.
the casino that's shaped like a teepee? Or am I thinking of another
Are
one?
you going?
I think
Are,
it's a big-
can you
I
get
think it's a
past?
big guitar.
You're aware of the fact that Native Americans have had casinos in this country for a long time.
Of
Rob.
course,
it's
absolutely.
Not, it's not that big a deal. You're making it more than it really is. Please,
And
stop
it's more
it.
than a casino, Mike. There's also a bar with everyone's favorite kinds of firewater.
What a jerk.
Send your letters
Yeah,
to
write
Mr.
your letters.
Rob
That is
Spiewak, please.
SPEWAK.
Please send them. Speaking of firewater, on the way out, we left at approximately 7 o'clock, and we were on this back road. And heading out there, I didn't call 911 because I wasn't sure that by the time someone was to get out there that they would have gotten this guy, but I flirted with the idea. I don't like busting my fellow citizens, but I will tell you something. This guy, dusk had just fallen. Most people had their headlights on. This guy didn't, and this guy was already heading back to Immokalee and was doing the little dance.
The swerve.
There's a lot of drinky down here in South Florida, especially on the weekends. And this guy would go kiss the yellow line over onto the grass. The grass, not the shoulder. The shoulder and then the grass. And he did it twice, and then he was on his way. And he was also going about the same speed Jim Carrey was going on Saturday Night Live. He was going very, very slowly. And he was really, really crawling. And I didn't call.
But when you see that, doesn't it flip you out for your own safety?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in back of the guy, and I could have. I eventually passed him. I passed him like, and when you see somebody that you think is suspect, whether it be elderly
Get away.
or somebody who might have had something to drink, you pass them like you're at the Indy 500.
Did you
Go
flash
back
your
by
lights
them.
to the other drivers to let them know there's a drunk in back of me?
No, because when you flash your lights at people, they're going to think that it's a cop.
Yeah, but at least they'll be alert.
Well, we thought about that, and hopefully nobody was killed. But hopefully he made
Next
it to
time.
his
That's a
drunken
good
home,
thought,
but
Mike. Hopefully.
No, I didn't. What do you do?
Oh,
do you, have we all not had that?
No, you're right.
That situation.
You're right. And
where
there's
you're out
nothing
there
you can
on the
do.
road.
There's nothing you can
The
do.
nice thing would be to flash your lights in the future. Next time you see a drunk.
Well, with flash your light, you're going to think it's a cop. All you're going to do is make people slow
flash
down.
my lights when there's a deer that I see, or there's something in the middle of the road, because you want people to be alert. When someone flashes lights to me, I slow down, I look around, I will make sure everything's okay.
When I see that, I go, "What are they flashing at? What the hell's that about?" I always, if somebody flashes their lights at me and they drive by, I drive up and I say, "Where's the cop?
Yeah,
where's the cop?"
That's what I was
not a cop.
That's what I would do.
But you're looking around.
You are looking around. All right, maybe I
Yeah.
should have flashed my lights. I should have probably.
What kind of high was it? Just a split? Was it a double-lined road, one way each way?
Yep. Double
Okay.
line, one way each way.
So
and
very
it's in the
dangerous
middle,
for anyone,
in the
yeah.
middle of orange groves,
Tough.
in the middle of the agricultural belt
Scary.
of South Florida, and I mean in the middle of nowhere. And that is pure agriculture. In fact, you see citrus trees on either side as you drive out there, and then you're in this kind of very depressed little town that is out in the middle
It's
of
like True
Immokalee.
Detective. You're driving into town.
It really, you actually saw it. You saw the town. So we get out there, and it's not Vegas, and it's not Reno, and it's nothing like that. But it is, some place where bells and whistles are going off, and it's a little diversion. And we hadn't done it in a while, and it was something spur of the moment, and we decided we would do that. And then, perhaps because of the heightened suspense with all this Ebola,
Yes.
Carla texts our babysitter, and our babysitter says, "Your son is fine. He's sleeping soundly, but I have had a low-grade headache since I arrived at your house. It's only gotten worse, and I just threw up." And I'm like,
God.
Oh, God. Fantastic. What great. First of all, Babysitters of America, if you're feeling like you might have some sort of viral thing.
Anything.
I don't care if my plans are canceled. If you're ill, I would rather have canceled plans than bringing a virus into my home. Thank you very much.
Whoa.
Now, I know that you out down there, you're still sort of a fish out of water. You had one babysitter that
we had one that stiffed us the second time
So
we
is
used
this
her.
the second
Is this the new
babysitter?
one?
This is the second babysitter. We're still going to use
The
her,
hot
but
one?
but it was
The first one was the hot one.
I think the second one's pretty hot, too.
I have
just
to.
the first.
I have to eyeball these people.
But
I
you
have to
still
deal. I have to
listen to
work
the
with these
show.
people. Come on,
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Build
come
a
on
fantasy,
now.
Mike. Come on.
All right.
So she
sure.
shows up.
That's
Oh,
right.
Man, yeah, she shows up in her lace
Lots of
panties.
cleavage.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, did she?
Now who's going
Can you
too
see?
far?
Were they
No,
sticking
I mean,
out
no.
the whale tail?
No, stop it. No, God.
When she showed up, did she have an old-fashioned bag of ice on her head because of her headache?
You know what? When she showed up, we drove away. We drove away, and my comment to Carla when we were driving away, I said, "She looks tired. She looks tired." So when Carla got that text, I said it makes sense. But here it was. I just threw up. I think probably you should come home sooner than later.
Man.
And and so that's the 45-minute drive back with me just going, Roger.
Yeah.
I was so out of it on multiple levels. I was so pissed about the fact that she felt ill before she arrived, and she could have just said, and with the whole thing with viruses and all of that.
Yeah, but
stay home.
She's college
you know?
age, right? She's going to school or something.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
She's in that.
Thursday night.
Yeah, they don't.
But
the
you know,
weekend starts on Thursday night.
Oscar,
so.
keep in mind, in Florida, college age doesn't mean you're going to school. It just means you're college age.
Yeah, in Florida.
That's right.
Not like Virginia. Not like Virginia, where everybody has a master's degree, right? Yes, sir. Not like the great state of Virginia. Yes. Florida is all stupid people. Unlike Virginia, it's all. Oh, I should say Northern Leesburg, where everybody is just super bright. Anyway,
That's me,
whatever. So no, it was just I try. I walk away from the babysitter when that happens because I was too. My thing would have been like I would say to you guys on the show, guys, if you have a virus, if you think you're contagious or you don't know,
Don't take down the whole team.
Yeah,
we called her on the way back, on the drive back. We call her, and I get on the phone, and I said, "Hi, listen, how you doing? Are you any better?" She said, "Well, I'm hanging in there." I'm like, okay, great. I'm glad.
She's
we'll
looking
be
for
home.
attention, Mike.
We're going to be home. I just want somebody to be an adult, and she's younger. And so I said, we're going to be home in about 30 minutes. And do you feel like this might be a virus? And she said, no, I think maybe it was something, some bad pasta that I had.
Oh.
So I'm like,
What?
That's attractive. Yeah, thank you. No, like with a cream sauce.
Oh, okay, because the pasta itself.
A bad cream sauce. So I didn't know.
Whether
that was it or
yes,
not.
hello. I think it might have had to do with a bad cream sauce.
A bad cream sauce, yes.
I was
I'm
having
not quite
leftover
sure.
carbonara while I was looking at the Annabelle movie, and it disagreed with me, and I have a sour stomach.
She's very bright. She's
Of
a
course.
very bright girl. So I said, so you don't think it was a virus? She said, nah, probably not. I said, probably not. And she went into the pony dance, which is why I don't communicate well with Pony, where nothing is certain. Nothing is ever etched in stone.
It's like the cloud. What goes on up there?
That's right.
What's happening? So I said,
Yeah.
well,
Strawberry
do you think
fields, nothing is real.
So I pursued it. I pursued it a little bit. I said, well, were you exposed to anybody or were you near anybody that would have been sick? And she said, well, I work in a hospital.
Whoa. Great. Just fine.
Yeah.
The good news
She's
is,
not a
though,
doctor
the way
there, I can guarantee it.
the way we do our babysitting, is the babysitter comes over at 6 o'clock, hangs out with the little guy. Then we put the little guy down at 6:30, and he's in dreamland. And my last question was, have you had any contact with my son at all? She said, no, he's been sleeping the whole time. I haven't been in his room.
Perfect.
Yay!
Perfect.
Yay, there it is.
See,
But still,
that's lucky.
I was like,
That's lucky.
Yeah,
But she
they're
ate the
very
mixed
lucky.
nuts.
She
Ruined
ate
them.
we came in, and I swear to God, those people with the hazmat suits had nothing on us when we came into the house.
I bet.
I got the disinfectant wipes out, stem to stern. I said, doorknobs! Doorknobs!
So what
But
time did
everybody's
you get
fine.
home? What time did you get home?
Probably 11:15.
And she just hopped in her Uber and went off to the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
And
go
I'll
out.
tell you,
It's 11 o'clock.
those Asian penny machines were still starting to talk to me. Remember the ones I liked in Vegas?
yeah.
I found them there. And it's like
no.
pulling me away from that.
Mike,
I'm
they
like, you
found you.
know, yes. Think I was an insensitive father when Carla said, we've got to go now. I said, nobody's going to die. Anyway,
God.
so,
He really is a
we'll take a
gambler.
break. It's the Charity Hockey Classic. All the boys were out at the ice rink over the weekend raising money for a good cause. We'll tell you all about it when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's a Florida song for you, Mike.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. They don't have crocodiles down there. They're alligators.
Well, I don't have an alligator song.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Sleep Number beds. I'm here to tell you about them. I've been telling you about them for quite some time. And, 'tis the season. What a wonderful idea for a holiday gift for that special someone would be the dual air technology that guarantees that as soon as you snuggle into your bed, you'll be asleep before you know it. And I have proof of this. And I have proof that my back is better than it's ever been because of my Sleep Number bed. And I abuse my back down here by getting out there and twisting and turning and putting gas grills together. You see, every Sleep Number bed is available with Sleep IQ technology. It uses sensors to track and optimize my sleep. There's nothing to wear, nothing to turn on, just sleep. It actually tracks your heart and respiratory rates so you know the precise amount of perfect sleep you get every night. It's the smartest bed in the world, the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. My Sleep Number setting's an 80. Carlos is an 85. We kind of periodically do a little readjustment on them and knock her all the way down to about a 50, which I did, and then Carla went down to a 35. So you have that feather bed kind of thing, and then you back it right back up to the firm setting. We love it. We love it. We love it. You can only find the amazing technology at a Sleep Number store, where a Sleep Number C2 Queen mattress with Sleep IQ technology starts at just $999.98. See why Sleep Number was named Best of 2014 by a leading consumer magazine. Find your Sleep Number setting today only at one of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. You can find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. Again, that's 800-511-0061. And don't forget to tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you.
Yay!
All right, so I did put the gas grill together, and I'm here to say that.
Can I see
it
your
was
knuckles?
Success. No, I'm fine. I did okay.
You didn't skin your knuckles? That's really
No, I
tough.
did it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think maybe some credit has to be given to the Weber Corporation, although all of these put together yourself instruction manuals now have no text. It's all pictures, and
Right.
that's frustrating to me. I'd like to have a little bit more English, but they don't do that because they want to make them as generic as possible.
International, Mike.
I went into a Zen mode Saturday morning. The baby got up at about 6:15 early. We were up super early. Then when I let Carla sleep till about 8 o'clock, that's our drill on Saturday mornings. I'm up with the baby and I hang out. Sometimes I take him out to breakfast with me, but this particular Saturday I just hung with him and we had a great time. Then when she gets up, I make my way out to the patio and I said this to myself. I said, you're going to do this differently than you've ever done anything like this before.
Great
because
pep talk.
Rob had told you that this is going to be complicated. You, my friend, are going to read all of the instructions, and you are going to take your time, and you are going to put things together when you figure them out. And I did that. The very first frame instruction on this, I probably took half an hour just looking at it, making sure everything was pointed in the right direction, and doing this. And I waited, and I took my time, and I took a break during the middle of the day, went out, played a little golf, and I came back, and I finished the project in the afternoon. Probably the total time commitment was about 3 hours.
Sounds
three
about
and a half
right.
hours.
Sounds about
to
right.
to get it on. But for me, I never would have taken that much time. I showed patience because I've watched you guys work on stuff in the studio, and I've done this. I put this studio together myself now on a couple of occasions, and I just take my time. And I'll of course be rebuilding it for your arrival on Saturday.
It's
I
solid
have
as a
to
rock.
because if you saw it right now, if you saw what it would look like right now,
don't touch it.
Oh no, really? You did not? I thought that you were going to have a happy ending for this.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
It doesn't look so
We
great
get
a lot.
to see.
You see, what I pictured is while he's assembling it, Oscar, a Willy Wonka-like thermometer apparatus, or even a needle that would be the boiling over point, and it would keep going
Like a
up,
nice
up,
animation.
up, and then he'd say, when it gets to the red, he says, I got to go to the golf. I got to go to the golf
Time to
course.
take a break.
Yeah,
Breaks are important. Breaks are important.
I took a break, and it was methodical. It was there is one. I made one mistake.
Yeah,
There
your
is
fatal
one-
flaw?
There is no. It's not a fatal flaw. It's in fact it's really an overbuilt part of the grill.
Mm-hmm.
There is one particular bolt that I have to remove the side burner compartment and break that down to put that bolt back in, and then I'm done. But I really, if I didn't, I put that inside the little side grill compartment, the little burner that they have, a little extra burner, and I put that there. It's waiting for me to put it together. But other than that, 100% success. It's a tribute to the Weber Corporation. I will give them a plug.
Great company.
There's my little. I will say, they did it. It was easy. Everything was there. There was some extra hardware for each device, for each part of this, and then the moment of truth. What I didn't understand is that you get to the finish line on this gas grill, and the last part, there's no bolts screwing it all. You just kind of lay everything in there, and you know what I mean.
Exactly.
You don't screw anything in. You kind of
because
just lay stuff. Layer it on top of each other.
What are you talking about inside the grill when you put the heat
Inside
shields
the grill.
in? There's
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
pyramid shape.
Yeah.
Because those are the things that you're going to have to replace every couple years because of the grease heat thing. The metal will start to dissolve. They make that very easy to take out and replace.
That's
because,
exactly what I did.
And you'll be fine. And the thing that's frustrating is I recall two things. I have the exact same grill. You're going to love it. But I have never once used the side burner, and it's a hassle to put it on. And you're thinking, well, once at least I get this side burner on, then I can do all kinds of things with it. You'll never use it. That's the thing that's really a bite in the ass.
You got to realize down here in my little toy house, my little cocoon toy house that I live in now, we've got an electric stove. And it's really, my stove, my stove in this house is really just one notch above a hot plate. That's exactly what it is.
I've seen your stove, Mike, on the set of The Honeymooners. It's very adequate. Yeah.
It's very tiny. So we might actually, when we have you guys come down, if we're making, corn.
There's nothing like grilling out, though. It's fun.
And you know what?
It's fantastic.
The one thing
It's
that
the
is
great.
that you can, if you don't have a gas burner inside the house, if you do boil water outside, it keeps your kitchen a lot cooler. Because if you bring water to a boil in a kitchen, it can really make it bad in a warm climate, Mike.
Well, I was very, very thrilled with the and then at the end, the only thing I had a little the problem was the I'm trying to get the
Oh, the lighter, the ignition.
Yes,
there you
ignition. Go. And that was like fine, and it was great. Carla was out there, the baby was out there, and I'm like, let me try it like this.
All this time the gas is on.
Hold on. There you go. Okay. I got it. My ribs. My ribs.
You said,
my lips are breaking.
Karma,
I don't have my lips anymore. My lips are breaking.
Karma, can I borrow your eyebrow pencil?
Karma, I need some paper towels. Please, for my lips. Thank you very much. No, it did not. It was perfect. It worked.
Yeah.
I don't have anything funny to tell you that I was. And Carla said to me, "That's the first project you've ever done where I didn't hear you bitch."
Oh, that's
you
great.
never blew up. You never blew up.
I didn't blow.
Is that because you took the golf
when
break?
she was not
probably?
around? I might have used a JFC. You know, I might have said that. You know, when no one was around.
So you were praying.
Well, the thing is, my back situation is I'm just not a get down on the floor guy. You guys have known that for a long time. Bending, twisting, not my thing. So I will elevate a project I'm working on to get it up at seat level, but I do not like to get on the floor. And I probably had to do that 4 or 5 times. I had to probably get down there and, because you just have to get down to the level once the frame is put together. But came out, and you guys will be reaping the benefits on
You're gonna love
Sunday.
it. It's a great grill.
Can't wait.
It's going to be fantastic. All right, tell me all about the Charity Hockey Classic. You guys were out there, a great cause for a Children's National, and I want to hear all about it.
Oscar got there first. Can you believe this?
Yeah, I didn't want to be late. I don't want to be that guy, so I showed up. We were there a couple years ago, so I kind of had the lay of the land.
Right.
But I'll tell you that every year it gets bigger, and the people that are donating their time and the energy that's at the event, not just from the players, but from the volunteers.
Volunteers too, yeah.
It's so much fun, and it's such a good cause. And sometimes when you are promoting an event, you don't really realize the magnitude until you get there and realize this is what it's all about.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
So,
let me just tell you what I remembered about it. And I wasn't there, and I just want to ask you about this. Maybe it's because I'm far away and I wasn't there, and maybe I'm being a little inappropriate. But my memory was that these hockey teams are stocked with very youthful, executive, financial guys, very successful guys. Is that still the population of these teams? Kind of good-looking,
high energy, athletic,
high energy, fit guys
to play hockey. I think you have to be
play
in
hockey,
that level.
but also like Booz Hamilton, right there.
Well, they had Booz
Allen
Allen
high
Hamilton,
finance,
Deloitte,
Booz Allen Hamilton, Deloitte.
But I think most of the guys, this is what most people don't realize. To play on that team, you had to raise a certain amount of money, each player.
Exactly.
So they had to have their own teams to raise their dollars.
All right, they're nice guys. Good. All right, so but my question is, were there a lot of I remember that with these kind of rugged guys floating around.
The
men's men. That there were some rather nice little mommies and wifeys floating around as well. Yeah.
You know what? There was a pretty crowd.
Yes, good looking crowd.
But
you guys remember that?
We were coaching. We were coaching.
Yeah, we got put in the box.
Yeah, so we can only see.
Yeah,
we
well,
can only
I
see what
coached
we
2
saw
years
far
ago,
away.
but I would walk around going, "Hey, look at that! Hi."
And by the way, when it comes to coaching, I have to send a sincere thanks to Oscar, because when we all met up upstairs at the ice arena, and it's a beautiful place. It's weird. You get to a shopping mall, and you go all the way to the top. You go all the way to the top of the parking deck. You go up one of those corkscrew ramps. You go up 8 levels, and all of a sudden, you're at an ice rink. It's very strange.
Kettler Ice Mike.
So we go in there, and Oscar is there, and Rob Ford is there, and we glad hand. We talk a little bit.
Oh, by the way, just a quick sidebar.
Yeah.
This wonderful young lady walks up to us. She's got her kid with her, and she approaches, and I was like, oh, this is great. We've got a listener. We do have a listener, but we had a P1, a P1 of all P1s, and she loved cake and cookies. She looked at Rofo and me like she's like, "Oh, you're on the Mike O'Mara show." And then she saw Rob, hugged him, and said, "I love cake and cookies." And her son loved it as well. God bless him. You're doing the Lord's work, Rob.
Well,
apparently.
you know what?
Cake and cookies. What would that be? What is she?
Cake and cookies. That's a podcast program that you can find on the internet. And
that was really painful.
Her name is, and I said, Oscar's here. He does Tech 411. She goes,
I don't listen to Tech 411. That's what she said. It's very sweet though.
Her name name is Ashley, and her son was Cam.
Yeah, look at you.
And Cam was awesome, a really cool kid. So,
Cam?
Yeah, so we're all standing up there, and one of the
How old was the son?
he was, would you say like 9?
11, maybe?
9,
I don't
11?
know. All those kids look the same.
Yeah, he was.
So
I think he might have been
probably
9-ish. 9-ish.
Probably named him before Modern Family. Right?
Yes, probably.
All
Just
right,
a lucky
just-
coincidence.
Okay. Just thought I'd mention that.
So we're
All
talking, I believe we're talking to Adam Bartholomew,
Yes.
one of the volunteers that helped organize
put
the
it
event.
together.
And then who comes up the escalator? But I was hoping might be Pony, but no, it was Mike McIntosh. It was Mac, our intern, and we're all standing there, the four of us, and they said, time to get you down to your coaching positions. We're going to need to split you in pairs. And before he got to the I in the word pairs, Oscar said, I'll take Rob Ford. And I went, God damn it. Because, and I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and there's not many standing rules in the studio that I try to enforce, but I've told Matt Bloom, I said, do not leave me in the studio alone with Mac.
It's my favorite.
It really is. It's hard for me. It's hard for
Johnny
me to feel
Affabilito.
safe.
You do well. You're an affable boy.
Yeah, but he's really tough to deal with, and he frightens me. And so, luckily, as we were headed down to the coaching box, Matt Bloom came up, and I said, good, you can stand between me and Mac. And that was his primary job.
That's the picture I saw on Mac's page, that was you and Pony and Mac, and Pony and Mac had the jerseys on.
That's
It was
right.
Wonderful.
Look at the distance between me and Mac and me and Pony, and you can see literally an arm's length.
Mike, this is where the real comedy ensued.
Yes.
Because they were kind enough to give us, our team, hockey sweaters, right? And for those of you that don't
Right.
know hockey,
Yeah,
it's basically
stand and show it.
jerseys.
Rob.
Rofo has his on from the Friends of Children.
Let me
from
see
the
Rofo.
Maryland
Come
team.
around.
Maryland team. And they had a
Yeah, you were
Friends-
coaching the Maryland
Yeah,
team.
I had Rob was coaching the Virginia team.
It's
right?
got the Children's Hospital bear, too.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Yeah, and
perfect.
show him on your shoulder the logo of
the
the
bear
show.
was there. Mike O'Mara show logo right there on the sweater.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Pretty cool,
I love
huh?
that.
Right. What was great about this is we all threw them on because we wanted to show solidarity. And I look over to the left. I think Rofo put my attention to it because he's like, "Hey, look through the glass." And I look over, and Rob is wearing his extra large hockey sweater, which is huge as it is. Right. It's swimming on Rofo.
Right.
And I'm like, why isn't he wearing it? He's wearing it as a scarf. And I said,
No. I just threw it over my shoulder, and what's going to happen is there's going to be a reality and what Oscars saw.
Yes.
So go ahead.
So what I said, Rolf, why isn't he wearing it? Because I think he tried to put it on and it didn't fit. I was like, no way. There's no chance that this doesn't fit him.
Well, you know
what happened?
What happened is this: they were very kind, and the hockey jerseys are great. And they handed me 3, and I said, fantastic. There'll be one for myself, one for Pony, and one for Mike McIntosh, the world's creepiest person. And I look at the tags, and it's large. And it's large. I said, well, obviously mine will be the third one. They're not going to give to give me a large, and it's a large. So they're all 3 the same size.
Well, wait a minute. Rofo can't wear a large. Is he wearing?
Well, I don't know what size. Do you have a size?
Rofo,
tag
what
on yours?
size is yours?
This one is an XL. Oscar and I both got XL.
Yeah, XL.
Ah, so I was given a large.
I wouldn't wear an XL. I need a double XL, at least a double
So
XL.
I thought, you know what? Maybe there's one standard size, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to be okay. So I hand one to Pony, and he gets in one. And you know what it looks like? It looks like someone's put a jersey on a hockey stick. As a matter of fact, one player actually tried to trade out and hit the puck with Pony. It was very awkward. And then Mike McIntosh puts his on, and there's orange in it, so he's happy.
Throws it
He's
right on.
delighted. He's running around like the beginning of The Sound of Music. I put my arm in, and my elbows are touching. And I said, maybe I haven't unfolded this all the way. So I take it out, and I give it a good shake. And then I look around because I know that even though there is a full-blown hockey game on the ice in front of me, I feel 20,000 eyes on me. Because now I have committed to at least trying to put it on. And my mind is reeling because the stands are full of people.
Yeah, you're right there in front of everybody.
And I'm in the coach's box. And it's not like I'm among players because the players are playing. It's me and Mac and Pony in a glass display case. It's like being on display in a museum. And so I give it a shake, and I give it a little stretch, and I go to put it on again. And I said, I think I leaned over to Matt. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pony. And I said, there is no way this is fitting on me. And then there's no way out of it. And I think, well, let's see. I had a hoodie.
Was it an L or an XL?
It was an L. It was an L. And
Well, why? How did
there
Rofo
was-
get the XL and
Mike,
you got
there
the
was
L?
no way in L it was going to fit me. I don't know. Maybe Oscar, did you call my size ahead to be helpful?
No. I was excited that we just got sweaters. I didn't know we were going to get them.
It was a very pleasant surprise.
And I love Oscar calling it sweaters, the old traditional way.
Yeah.
Way to go, Oscar.
Yeah.
And
where's your sweater? Hey, where's your sweater? Hey.
And this doesn't diminish my appreciation of the fact they thought of me. And you know what? My son is delighted to wear it, and I think he might be wearing it today.
Oh, cool.
But it was missized, and I thought
I didn't know all of that.
And I thought, well, still, it didn't change the awkward. And I was wearing a hoodie anyway, and I started thinking maybe if I took the hoodie off, it would give me the extra quarter inch. So I tried again.
Are you wearing that? Were you wearing that hoodie you're wearing right
No,
there?
I was wearing a blue hoodie that day. I believe.
blue.
And
Did you find the hoodies? Did you find the hoodies at the same store?
At
The
what-
red one and the blue one.
No, actually, different places, I believe. But Mike,
Okay,
they're all
I'm just
through
checking.
They're
I'm
all
just
from
checking.
they're all from Amazon. Which, whether you're comically undersized or morbidly oversized, Amazon has your size. Maybe I should have gotten my
Are
hockey
you
sweater.
out of 4X yet?
What's
Be
that?
honest. 4X or 2X or
Four.
3X?
Four.
You're at 4X?
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Yeah, isn't that great?
I'm a 3.
You're a
I'm
3X?
a 3X. I'm a 3X. Well, I'm a 3X like in golf shirts because I don't.
Oh, I thought you were talking
I don't
about
like anything. I don't like anything to be snug. Even when I lose my weight, I'm usually a double X.
When you talk
I'll
about
buy out Bobby Jones double X.
When you were talking about 3Xs, I thought about your wives.
Thank you, Rob. Rob, I'll accept that since you're going through this painful moment on the show.
That's right.
A great event, though.
Yeah,
by
it
the
was
way.
a wonderful, great event for a great cause,
Thanks
and I
for
went
doing it,
home
guys.
and got naked and exhaled. So it was great.
Thanks for representing, boys.
Thank
I
you.
truly appreciate that. We'll take a break and come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Joe, I like to think of the Moore Broadcast Network as a family.
Well, who's the father?
Well, that would be Mike O'Mara, obviously.
Well, who's the mom?
Gotta be Katie from Cake and Cookies.
Who's the drunk uncle?
Well, that would be the rest of us.
I would have gone with Tony Perkins.
Check us out, robandjoeshow.com, iTunes, and on the new Mike O'Mara Show app.
For more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
Hey. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Encore Insurance Services. You know it, I know it. The time to buy insurance is now, and don't worry because Encore Insurance is here to help. Encore surveys the most highly rated companies in the insurance industry to compare premiums. Encore does the work so you don't have to, and Encore is doing the work to get us out to Reno, and we are grateful to them for being our #1 sponsor for our live show, CAT 2014 in Reno. It's free. There's no obligation and no salesman will visit you. Just call 866-347-5748 to get a free life insurance quote or visit smartterm.com/TMOS. That's smartterm.com/TMOS. That's where you'll find the license disclaimer and quality customer service. Encore Insurance Services, LLC. Stop paying too much for life insurance. Protect your family the smart way at smartterm.com, and we thank them.
News.
Yes, news, right.
News.
Boo. Actress Marcia Strassman died on Friday after a long battle with breast cancer. She was only 66 years old. And to make matters worse, it's still Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
Marcia played Gabe Kaplan's wife on the 70s sitcom Welcome Back, Kotter. I know a lot of guys that had the hots for her. She was
cute.
the sex appeal character. And we always believed, when you looked at Gabe Kaplan, you always said, man, he traded up. I never put those two together. She was too hot. She was also Rick Moranis' wife in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. So, it's too young. You don't like to see somebody go. That's very, very sad. So, really, she was, noteworthy, and I thought we'd make note of her today. So, safe travels for her. Time to give you the rundown of movies here. Anybody go see this one? I think this is a horror movie, Ouija, about the Ouija board. Is that what it is?
Didn't see Ouija. I saw 3 movies, though, this weekend. 3.
3?
Well, let's see if they're on the list.
It was a lonely
New
weekend.
Ouija was $20 million. It made $20 million. People love a good horror movie around Halloween. Number 2 was the one I'm sure you saw, Oscar, John Wick. You went to see that?
Oh, yeah. Solid
And,
Friday night. A lot of fun. Go see it. If you like murder and you love action, see it.
Oh, I love an action-filled murder.
$14.2 million for John Wick. Fury at number 3 with $13 million.
Didn't see Fury. I wish I would have, but I didn't.
That's up to $46.1 million in the second week. Gone Girl, $11.1 million. The Book of Life, $9.8 million. St. Vincent, the Bill Murray movie, $8.1 million.
You
Yeah,
saw
how was
that?
that? I'm curious about that one. How was that one? Did you
St.
like that?
Vincent is well worth your dollars. It's actually, there's so much hype behind it that I said, this is going to let me down. And what I thought was sad is the theater only had 6 people. Oh, no, 5 people in it. Myself and 2 other couples. And I sat there and I said, this movie should have more people in here. But I think it's one of those films that doesn't have the budget to promote. And Bill Murray's excellent in it.
He doesn't choose a lot of bad projects.
No, it's phenomenal. You'll like it.
The round out, nothing worthwhile on here. I mean, really, just Alexander.
But Gone Girl, I finally saw, Mike, and it's riveting. Like, I thought everybody ruined it for me, but it's still fun and it's riveting.
Well, is it fun, really?
No, it's a roller coaster ride of emotions.
Okay, cool.
I really love that movie, and the ending, but I mean, it's worth going to see. I recommend it highly. Mama June from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo is still adamantly denying that she's dating a child molester. We're going to spend some time on this now.
Okay.
It sounds like something is going on, though, and the story is becoming even more nauseating. For starters, TLC, as Oscar mentioned on Friday, abruptly canceled the show. On Friday, they'd already finished shooting another season, which was supposed to begin airing this year, but that isn't happening anymore. TLC didn't publicly cite a reason, but they said in a statement that, quote, supporting the health and welfare of these remarkable children is our only priority. Might reword that. Take out the remarkable. TLC is faithfully committed to the children's ongoing comfort and well-being. Also, remember how we heard that Mama June's alleged boyfriend, Mark McDaniel, was convicted of aggravated child molestation back in 2004 for sexually abusing an 8-year-old relative of Mama June's? You ready for this?
Yes.
Here's the bombshell. Well, as it turns out, it was her daughter. June's daughter, Anna Shannon Cardwell. She goes as Chickadee, one of the dumb names they have there.
Very nice.
She's 20 now, so it was actually her daughter that was involved in the molestation.
So tragic.
Anna has given several interviews over the last few days. Initially, she decided that defended June, and then she said she was just confused because she was hearing one story from her mom and another from someone else. Then she told Radar Online, quote, I believe she is seeing him and hanging around him. I'm hurt. She added that June won't be allowed near her 2-year-old daughter, Caitlin, unless McDaniel is out of the picture. This is just weird. And I don't know
no matter how you look
where
at it, it's
comes
weird.
from.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Anna says that June didn't take her side when she first reported the abuse. She says, quote, a week or so after it happened, I talked to Mama, and she was upset, crying and saying, I don't believe you. Why would you do this to me? Wrong priority, Mom. Wrong priority.
Well, of course.
I was like, Mama, he did that to me, and I can't do anything about it. You were never there to see it. You were always at work. Anna moved out to live with her grandmother after the incident, and she only reconciled with June a few years ago, shortly before Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. On Friday, Mama June posted what she called the truth video. I watched this, and it's disturbing because it's just, she's an idiot. She really is. She's a complete moron.
Did you
and she
take
can't
away
express
from it?
herself.
Yeah, did you take away from it? The problem is that, I mean, I can understand her wanting to get her side of the story out, but
Well,
she
I think
didn't
she's lying is what I think.
But even if she's lying or telling the truth, she failed to make sense.
No,
and
she didn't,
and it was
she's
really
not a
hard
good
to
liar.
follow.
She's not bright enough to spin a
Right.
lie. She's not. It's like anybody that doesn't have the brains to do this. When you swim in that area and your videos are going to go viral. So I think really, I feel for the children in this situation, and I think the relationship with this guy. Who knows? But I do not think we will see this woman on television.
No.
That's done. That ship has sailed. Everyone knows dogs can't have chocolate because it's toxic, right?
That's right, Mike.
That's what I heard.
Especially dark chocolate or baker's chocolate. But here are 5 foods you probably didn't know your pets can't eat. I didn't. Number 1, raw dough. They're not supposed to eat that.
Dough!
The yeast is dangerous for all pets because it can rise while they're digesting it and also produces alcohol, which can be deadly.
Okay.
Number 2, grapes and raisins. I've heard this one. Grapes, especially. Did you know that, Rob?
No,
Grapes and raisins?
and I've fed dogs grapes before.
They can cause kidney failure. Some dogs can eat them and be fine, but there's no way to tell if they'll have a reaction. Number 3, well, I don't exactly feed my dogs a steady diet of this. Sugar-free gum.
Really?
Oh, no.
An ingredient called xylitol tricks a dog's body into thinking they just ate a bunch of sugar, so they release a bunch of insulin to compensate and can die because their blood sugar drops too low. Number 4,
dog chewing gum is hilarious.
It is. But
just
you know
make
what?
sure it's sugary gum, like regular Hubba Bubba.
Bazooka.
Let me see. Onions and garlic. They can damage a cat's red blood cells. They have to eat a lot of them, though, so it's not usually a problem unless they eat onion or garlic powder. And number 5, avocados. A toxin called persin can cause lung problems and heart damage for birds, rabbits, and horses. With cats and dogs, they usually just cause digestive issues. So give them all the guacamole they want. No problem at all.
Meanwhile, Mike is getting raw biscuits and stuffing them with raisins and giving them to his dog.
Come on, Frankie. Time for your guacamole raisins. Tinder has made it easier than ever for horny dudes to find someone and have casual sex. That's bad news for people who make a living off horny dudes not being able to find sex, according to an organization called the New Zealand Prostitutes Collective.
Oh, I'm a member. I'm a member.
Tinder and other hookup apps are killing the prostitution industry. There aren't a ton of statistics on how many people have sex thanks to hookup apps on a given night or how much prostitution is down, but it's clearly significant. Tinder says they get a total of 1.2 billion swipes. Sounds gross, doesn't it? 1.2 billion swipes
I
through
could use
profiles.
about 2 billion swipes.
Every single night. And at least some of those have to lead to something. You've checked out Tinder before, haven't you, Oscar?
Yeah, just for strictly research purposes. And it's interesting.
There you
Let
go.
me tell you.
The kids love to eat chicken tenders.
I guess this is a New Zealand prostitute named Eva. She says things are getting so bad that she only has about 3 or 4 clients a week. Damn from it. And incidentally, my New Zealand accent is also my South African
Yeah, wouldn't
accent.
it be better for
My
Australia?
apologies.
It should be Australia, right?
Gay, I lie. Good night, mate.
Yeah.
Eva said she only has 3 or 4 clients a week. Dead from at least one a night. Now she relies on a real job to get paid. Yeah.
They should try Groupon.
Yeah. The bad thing about Eva, she's been eating raw dough.
And now a little something, something. This woman made one of the fastest pivots from kindness to evil you'll ever see. 35-year-old Pamela Miller of my home state of Florida wanted to donate blood on Saturday morning in Jacksonville. But when she went to a plasma donation center, they ended up telling her she wasn't eligible to donate. We're not sure why they rejected her, but she was furious. So Pamela hopped in her car and plowed it through the wall of the blood bank.
Atta
Yes,
girl.
sirree.
Atta girl.
Yes. Good job,
Classic.
darling. There we go. She injured 9 people, 8 of whom had to go to the hospital. Fortunately, none of their injuries were life-threatening. Pamela was charged with aggravated battery. I only know one thing.
Pamela Miller was bloody angry.
A little Jack Can't Cook for Monday. We'll take a break. Come back with Rob and the Magic Audio Vault right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Cake and cookies. Rob and Katie. It's the Rob and Katie Show.
Question: who's gonna write your eulogy? Who do you have planned out for that? It's got to be Mike O'Mara.
I would want Mike to speak.
Do you think he could do it without weeping?
Do it without weeping? Could he do it without cheering? I think he'll be okay.
I think he'll be okay.
For more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
I will weep and I will cry.
That's
and
what
I
I
will
want.
laugh and I will laugh and I will high five.
I want to see you keen. I want to
Yes.
see you. Oh.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This portion of the program is brought to you by Harry's. Something I'm going to do the next time we have a Harry's commercial, I will be bringing the shaving cream and the razor and a bowl of water, and I will shave with my Harry's razor.
Nice.
Just to show you. Because I talk about it, and I think sometimes you got
They
to
are great
talk the
razors.
talk, walk the walk. It's like why I sent the picture of the, the shutters to Oscar. I want to
Yeah.
make sure people know that I'm not making things up here. Let me tell you a
No.
wonderful story. Harry's was started by 2 guys with a passion for creating better shaving for all men. They bought a factory in Germany. They cut out the middleman. You can check out their video about the factory on harrys.com. It's really cool. The starter set is an amazing deal. $15. You get the razor, 3 blades, and your choice of Harry's shave cream or the new foaming gel. And as always, free shipping. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Go to harrys.com now, and Harry's will give you $5 off your first order. Just type in our code TMOS. That's HARRYS.com, and enter coupon code TMOS at checkout for this limited time offer and change the way you shave forever. Just out of curiosity, because I would pay their wonderfully reasonable prices for Harry's, but I do use the product, and I am running a little bit low, and I'm just curious, Mr. Spiewak, are we getting any product from the good people at
We can
Harry's?
get
just out
more
of
for you
curiosity?
anytime, Mike.
We shall get
Anytime.
you some more, but we haven't had any arrive. No, I seldom need it because the razors last forever.
I've got 2 razors left, and I'm just thinking ahead because I love the product so
look
much.
at you. I like that.
All right, sorry about that.
Good
That's
man.
the wrong thing that I had. The one I wanted to hit is right here, everybody. Thank you. Let's open up the audio vault for Monday, October 27 already?
Yes. And Mike,
2014.
no goats today. No goats.
Oh, man.
However, there is a Facebook page called Keeping Chickens. I have a question for you. Have you ever actually been awakened by the cock of the crow? Have you ever actually been in like a farm where a rooster crows at the rise of the sun and wakes you up by that sort of stereotypical farm?
I've been
awakening?
awakened by the cock of the crow.
Yes, I was trying to be...
there was I think maybe Kevin Cronin at American University.
Stop it.
He passed out. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's sort of pleasant in movies, when you see the sun come up and you hear the cock-a-doodle-doo.
In Latin America, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she had 2.
For fighting, right?
Yeah, for fighting. But they would sing in the morning like it was their last day.
Everybody has chickens in that part of the world, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't
I told you, right? That one time I was eating chicken fingers, and then a chicken walked into the house, and I had my chicken finger like a little kid does with his feet dangling like right next to his legs because he doesn't have his hands above on the table like he should. And the chicken came and ate my chicken finger.
Oh, that's
cannibal!
That's wrong.
And then scurried right out.
So, Mike, while it seems pleasant in theory that a chicken would wake you up, if this chicken was my rooster, I'd want to kill myself. This is an actual morning rooster caw.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Bloody murder.
Oh, my God, I'd kill it.
Right?
You have to kill it.
You have to kill it, yeah.
It's curtains.
Wow.
Oh, if it's multiple times, forget it. I'm going to kill it slowly.
It's like something out of The Exorcist.
Yeah, so then when you're thinking, I know, Mike, you're probably thinking about building
Hey,
a hen
PETA
house.
people, I'm making a joke, okay? Maybe I'm not going to kill it, all right?
No,
Calm
okay.
down.
All right.
Jesus.
Well, you could fry it. Mike,
Yeah.
you're raising for
Some
food.
chicken fingers.
Speaking of things that need to be put down, we retired last week the tape of Lou Holtz, but this week Lou Holtz had a problem getting through a score update without sneezing.
Now, Marshall, usually it's all Rakeem Cato who did.
And I should be clear, it's not Lou Holtz talking, it's just Lou Holtz who sneezes.
Now, Marshall, usually it's all Rakeem Cato who did throw a touchdown pass in his 40. Devin Johnson put up 272 yards. That's a Marshall record. Nothing
Or
to
Lou
sneeze
Holtz.
at. Keenan Reynolds, 3 rushing touchdowns to break the school record for Navy.
Poor guy. Want to hear it one more time? Just the
Now,
sneeze.
Marshall, usually it's all Rakeem Cato who did throw a touchdown pass in his 40.
It's like a little kid sneeze.
The thing that I love is that
That's what
whoever-
I like about it. It's like a kid sneezing.
Yeah.
Whoever's running sound had a perfect clue because you actually hear him go, because he's getting ready.
Now,
Listen.
Marshall, usually it's all Rakeem Cato who did throw a touchdown pass in his 40.
He recoils.
Now,
Oh, that's great.
my favorite tape I found this morning, and I don't even know why I find this so funny. It's a bass singer, a classic bass singer, singing the song All About That Bass.
Because I'm all about that bass, no treble. All about
This is actually
that
fun.
bass, about that bass, no treble. All about that bass, about that bass.
And Mike, like all great bass singers, he weighs 72 pounds.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
Dude Walker.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size two.
I don't know why I found it so
Not bad.
charming. The guy's
All
named
right, I have
Abby
to stop for
Kaplan.
a second,
Yeah,
Rob. There
please.
is a guy. I will get this somehow.
All right.
He is the weekend weather forecaster on one of the stations. Don't even know which station it is down here. He has the most amazing baritone. And
Really?
he's a young guy, and he's thin, of course.
course.
He's like, now looking around Punta Gorda, we got this over here. I will find it. You see if you agree with me. I'm going to find it.
Okay.
I will isolate it, and I will play it for you.
Did you guys see the NFL game that was on yesterday morning because they were playing
Oh,
in
it
England?
was so cool. I felt like I was in Arizona
So
again.
you woke
I
up and there
missed
was
it. That was
football on?
Detroit, right?
Awesome,
Detroit was
yeah.
playing. Yeah.
And what they did is when it aired in Great Britain, they filmed an introduction for the game by Bill Murray.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Bill, And I'm on today because the NFL has gone global. There's a game today from London, England, where the Falcons will play the Lions. They will fight each other. If I were an Englishman and I heard the Falcons were going to fight the Lions in public, it would sound a little too cruel for me. I'd stay home and I'd drink beer and tea like they do. There's also another great game that's here in the United States, which involves two fantastic bird teams, the Eagles and the Cardinals. They both have good records. They're 5-1. The eagle, proud, bold symbol of our country. The cardinal, the state bird of Illinois. I got to go with the little red guy in this one because he sounds a little something like this.
So he actually did the bird call while wearing a floppy bear hat. It was something you should take a peek at.
It was great, and he was right. The Cardinals won. Yeah. They're 6-1 now.
Yeah, that was a great football
Fun.
game.
Lot
Yes,
of fun.
that's the one I watched. That was fantastic.
And Mike, you mentioned in news the passing of Marcia Strassman. So today I'd like to close with a classic Mr. Cotter joke.
I'll tell you a joke in the meantime, okay?
Do I have any choice?
No choice at all.
Okay, tell me your joke.
I had an uncle. His name was Sidney, right?
Uh-huh.
Big gambler, right?
Uh-huh.
One night he's sleeping, and he sees a big number 5 in his dreams. Number 5. Big, right?
Okay.
So he wakes up that morning, he says, wow, I had a premonition. Goes to the track, right? Takes the 5th bus to the track. When he's in the track, goes up to the 5th window. He bets $5 on number 5.
What happened?
It worked. Horse came in 5th.
Safe home, Marcia Strassman. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Monday, everybody.
That's it. Hey, everybody, we're at the home stretch for Reno. Get your tickets and tell your friends. You know, for all you people that got your tickets, tell a couple people to come with you. That's
bring
what
a
we want
friend.
you to do. Absolutely. Here's the number for your free, not free tickets. We're not
What?
giving them away. Sorry. The tickets are 800-648-5010. Everyone who buys a ticket, that's what I wanted to say, qualifies for free backstage passes, free gaming with us. We're going to be live November 15th at the Mandalay Ballroom at Circus in Reno. Room rates available. Please check it out. Here's the number again, 800-648-5010. And don't forget, you buy a ticket, qualify for the drawing for the backstage passes, where we hang with you and we pregame. And we just did something for the show today that's going to be very special.
You will
and
love
we are
it.
Very,
Lot
very
of fun.
excited. You know you'll love it. Anyway, have a great day. We'll be back for Oscar Santana, Rob Spiewak, Michael Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeOMaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeOMaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.